Good afternoon, student. This is our second lecture on Descriptive Statistics Paper 1. In previous lecture, we already saw what is statistics, limitation and scope of statistics, primary data and secondary data, continuous and discrete variable, attributes and variable. In today's topic, we will see the methods of classification and frequency distribution. So, we start with our lecture. Frequency. What is meant by frequency? It is just the number of observation in a class. So, we will see here one example, marks and number of students. So, what are the marks? Marks 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. All are marks. Now what is 4, 10, 23 and 12? So 4 is nothing but 4 students get marks between 0 to 10. 10 students get marks between 10 to 20. 23 students get marks between 20 to 30. And last 12 students get marks between 30 to 40. So this 4, 10, 23 and 12 all are called as what? Simply frequency. So frequency is just a number of observation in that particular class. Next definition, frequency distribution. It is simply a table containing a class interval along with the frequencies. So this whole table, this one. In this table, class interval and this frequency, this together is nothing but what? Frequency distribution. So what is the example? Age group is given. Age group between 0 to 5, 5 to 10 and so on, and last 15 to 20. And what are the population? 500, 2100, 220 and 2000. So there are 500 peoples are there whose age is what? 0 to 5. 2100 age is 5 to 20. So this whole table, that is age group and population, that is class interval and frequency, is simply called as frequency distribution. Now next definition. For that, see this example, marks and number of students is given. So this number of students is what? Frequencies, and marks is nothing but class intervals. Now what is first definition? Class mark. The class mark is also called as mid value. What is mid? The middlemost value. So simply it is a midpoint of class interval. Okay. So what is mid value of this 0 to 10? 5. Mid value of 10 to 20, 15, and mid values of 20 to 30 is 25. So this 5, 15 and 25 is called as mid value, and mid value is also called as class mark. Either you obtain orally, or see this formula is given, upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So what is upper limit? So 10, 20 and 30 are called as upper limit, while 0, 10 and 20 are called as lower limit. So for first case, upper limit is 10, lower limit is 0. So answer is what? 10 plus 0 whole divided by So my answer is what? Answer is nothing but 5. Similarly, in case of 10 to 20, 10 plus 20 divided by 2, answer is 15. So, class mark or mid value is what? Middlemost value of class interval. Next definition, class width. So, class width is what? It is actual length of class interval. What is difference between 0 to 10? 10. Difference between 10 to 20, again 10, and 20 to 30 is 10. So class width of above example is what? 10. It should be same for all the classes. So, and you can find class width using this formula, upper boundary minus lower boundary. So 10 minus 0, answer is 10. 20 minus 10, answer is 10. Next definition, class limit. Two numbers designating the class interval are called as class limit. Simply, the class limit is what? See the first place 0 to 10. In this case, 0 and 10 are called as class limit. That means upper limit and lower limit is simply called as class limits. Next, class boundaries. So see this example. Class limit is given, but what we have seen here, classes are discontinuous. So either classes are continuous or discontinuous. What is meant by continuous classes? If my classes is like this, 10 to 20, next 20 to 30. So this type of class is called as what? Continuous classes. And 10 to 19, 20 to 29, this classes is called as discontinuous classes. So why we require class boundary? To make discontinuous classes to continuous. So how to convert it? So see, from all the lower limit subtract 0.5. So see here 10 minus 0.5, 20 minus 0.5 and 30 minus 0.5. And from all upper limit add 0.5. So 19 plus 0.5, 29 plus 0.5 and 39 plus 0.5. So here we get continuous classes 9.5 to 19.5, 19.5 to 29.5, 29.2 to 39.5. So these are the called as lower class boundaries and upper class boundaries. Open-end class. What is open-end class? A class in which one of the limit is not specified. So either lower limit of first class and upper limit of last class is not given. It is simply called as open-end classes. So see, in case of first, below 2000. So from which value it is started? Either classes is like this, 0 to 2000. If class given like this, 0 to 2000, it is not called as open-end class. My class is what? They given as below 2000. So which value below 2000? It is not given. Similarly, for upper class, 4000 and above. So it is not mentioned like this, 4000 to 5000. Okay, or 4000 to 6000. Class is not given like this. What they mention? 4000 and above. So upper value is not known. When lower value for first class and upper value for last class is not known or it is not given, it is simply called as open-end classes. Methods of classification. Mainly there are two methods of classification. Inclusive method and next exclusive method. So mainly there are two differences. So see here, in case of inclusive method, the observation equal to upper limit is included in the same class. Means what? 2,999, 3,999, 499 all are included in the same class. So 2,999 is included in this class, 3,999 included in this class. But in case of exclusive method, if observation is 3,000 is there, so see 3,000 is given in this class also and this class also. So it is repeated, right? So it is included in which class? First or second? So it is always included in second class. Similarly, observation 4,000 is included in 4 to 5,000. So see, upper limit does not belongs to the same class. It is always included in the next class. And second difference is what? Discontinuity is observed between the classes. Here classes are continuous. So see, all these classes are discontinuous in case of exclusive method, and here classes are continuous in case of inclusive method, classes are discontinuous. In case of exclusive method, the classes are continuous. So mainly there are two differences. The observation equal to upper limit is not included in the same class. The observation equal to upper limit does not belongs to the same class. Here discontinuity data is given and here data is continuous. So these are the two methods of classification. Cumulative frequencies. Now we already know that what is frequency. It is just a number of observation in a class is called as frequency. So what is cumulative frequency? Suppose I have a data of student marks, but I have a question based on that like this: how many students get marks, or how many students have percentage above 60%? How many students are there which have 40% and less? When number they ask like above and below, in that case we apply cumulative frequencies. How many people are there below poverty line? How many students have income above 2 lakh? When such type of question is there, above, below, more, less, we require to find cumulative frequencies. So mainly based on that, there are two types of frequency: less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency. I repeat again, see here one example. Suppose I have a data on frequency distribution of income. So what is my question based on that? So how many number of person below poverty line, or suppose I have a data based on examination marks. So my question is what? The number of candidate above 60%. So again see here word below and above. So in that case we require to find the cumulative frequencies. So next, how to find this cumulative frequency? So see, I directly go for first example. So first, less than cumulative frequency. So see here, it is find from frequency. First value as it is 5. Next, addition of first two, 5 plus 12, that is 17. Addition of first 3, that is 32. Addition of first 4, that is 36. And addition of first 5, that is 40. So less than cumulative frequencies is computed from, see here, lowest class to highest class. So 5 is my lowest class frequency and 4 is my highest class frequency. Similarly, in opposite way, we compute more than cumulative frequency. That is, see 4 as it is, 4 plus 4, 8, 4 plus 4 plus 15, 23, addition of last 4 values, 35, and addition of last 5 values, 40. So more than cumulative frequency is calculated in reverse order, that is highest to lowest class. So there are main two differences how to compute less than cumulative frequency. Cumulative sum of frequencies from lowest class to highest class, and in case of more than cumulative frequencies, it is computed that cumulative sum of frequencies from highest class to lowest class. So these are the two types of cumulative frequencies. Next, relative frequency. Proportion of number of observation in a class is called as relative frequency. Proportion means what? If I want to find data in terms of percentage, we require to find relative frequency. Proportion means what? How many students get marks or how many percentage of students get marks between 0 to 10, between 30 to 40. In that case, we go for relative frequency. So what is relative frequency? It is simply the class frequency upon total frequency. In the examination, they give data like this, marks and their corresponding frequencies is given, right? And they ask to find the relative frequencies for this data. So what is my formula? It is class frequency upon total frequency. So class frequency is what? 5, 25, 27, so on, last is 5. What is total frequency? The addition of all the class frequencies is nothing but 100. So 5 plus 25 plus 27 and so on plus 5, we get 100. Now how to find relative frequency? See here, 5 divided by 100, we get 0.005. 25 divided by 100, we get 0.25. 27 divided by 100, we get 0.27. So relative frequency is simply a class frequency divided by total frequency. And see here, the total of relative frequency is 1. So addition of all these relative frequency are 1. So my question is what? How many percentage of students get marks between 0 to 10 or marks between 10 to 20? So see here, 25% student have marks between 10 to 20, 32% of student have marks between 30 to 40 and so on. So this is nothing but simply a relative frequency. The remaining we will see in next lecture. Thank you.